I know that music. I know that music anywhere. Wait. Oh my god! It's Croc, Legend of the Gobbos! I haven't seen you since we did a review of you in that old channel! Oh man, guys, just look at it. This was a goddamn gem back in the day. I know like reviewers would say that this game was heavily flawed and stuff like that, but you know what? I loved this game. And here we are, the opening theme tune, Croc, Legend of the Gobbos. It's such a catchy tune that even the YouTuber Tira Grace uses it as his outro. Well, I mean, it's suddenly on my PlayStation. Let's just get right into it then. So the basic plot of the story is that King Rufus of the Gobbos was just chilling on Volcano Island, which is also known as Gobbo Valley, when all of a sudden he comes across a large woven basket carrying a baby crocodile down the river. King Rufus decides to take the little baby crocodile in and calls him Croc. A for creativity, King Rufus. So Croc basically grows up with the Gobbos until he's massive. Well, massive compared to a Gobbo. I mean, the Gobbos are all tiny little furry things. And then all of a sudden, Baron Dante comes along to terrorize the land and kidnap all of the Gobbos. King Rufus then summons a magical yellow bird called Beanie, who uses her magical abilities to transport Croc to safety immediately before King Rufus himself is captured by the evil Baron. So now, it is up to our green crocodile with his backpack on to go adventuring across all of Gobbo Valley onto all of the islands so he could save the Gobbos and bring down Baron Dante. I may have looked up the plot and all the names for the characters because the game doesn't tell you, and apparently I lost the box and the book that came with it that possibly had all of that information. Whoops! Alright then, without further ado, let us get straight into it. Start the game! So, Croc, Legend of the Gobbos runs with tank physics. For those that don't know what tank physics are, it means you just constantly move forward and you have to steer with left and right. I mean, that was a great hiding place right there. A brilliant hiding place. So already I am loving the memories that are coming back as I'm playing this game. Literally, look at the place. I mean, just whoa! Okay. So as you first start playing this game, once you get over the tank controls and learning how to cope with that, you'll then see that this game actually looks beautiful. Everything is colourful, and with the art style, it just looks adorable and cute. That it just comes across just so charming. And with everything looking charming, it's just only enhanced better with the soundtrack. Literally, the visual presentation of this game is just so good and just so charming. I mean, how could anyone not like this? So Croc is your platformer, which you would have seen a lot of back in the days of the PlayStation 1, because everybody was competing to be a cool, awesome mascot. There are boxes everywhere that you break into to find either gems or what your main objective of the storyline is, finding Gobbos. They're either locked up in cages, or they're in boxes, or they just happen to be stranded everywhere. Yeah, I mean, look, this you're not even attempting to hide them here, Dantinis. Also, throughout the level, you'll be able to find these colourful gems, and once you collect them all, you get to open a special bonus zone, because otherwise you'll be forced to have to go to this gong right here, hit it and call Beanie, and that is the end of the level. But with the bonus zone, you'll be able to collect an additional Gobbo. Not just that, but there's a load of additional stuff that you can get in the zones as well. Like all of these gems, you might even be lucky to get extra lives as well. But mainly, you'll be able to find yourself a Gobbo. And there are 6 Gobbos in every single level. It is vital that you collect all of the Gobbos from the first level to the next boss fight, because once you do, you unlock an additional level. We'll come back to that. Also, have I talked about the soundtrack yet? I don't think I've talked about the soundtrack yet. Let's talk about the soundtrack. The soundtrack's goddamn amazing. It just makes everything so nostalgic for me too, so I don't know if I'm being biased or not, but I mean, just listen to these tracks. They are so good. This game also runs with the logic of Sonic the Hedgehog, as in, get hit once, you lose all of your gems, get hit again when you don't have any, and you lose a life. Another thing that they've done to make things a little bit more challenging is that every single enemy has about 12 seconds before they respawn. So you got 12 seconds without them to do whatever you need to do around the area without them shooting at you or just charging willy-nilly at you before they respawn again. And also, with these big worm things that come out of the hole, you gotta double check to make sure you can't even go down these holes. Otherwise, you could be missing out on some gems or a Gobbo or one of the colourful gems too. Come on, I literally just wasted a life trying to get... What? How can I see? I literally had nothing. I couldn't do a thing then. The camera wouldn't even turn where I wanted it to turn. I can't stay mad for long at Croc when he's sounding so adorable like that. I mean, come on. Now, after a while, you might get a bit frustrated and think, I need to use the analog stick. That's probably going to be a better control than having to run around with the D-pad all this time, right? Well, actually... you're gonna have to use the D-pad after a while, because the D-pad, you'll be able to actually make precision in your movements. You're gonna need to know how to move precisely when you're doing jumps and you're aiming for certain areas, because later on in the game, that analog is gonna make you glide around in a circle and you're not gonna be accurate in where you're wanting to go. So, yeah, the D-pad is a definite must. Yeah, game, I'm not sure how to tell you this, but that's not how lava physics work, I'm afraid. Sorry. See? That wasn't even coloured. It looked like a normal gem. Game, why are you hiding them like this? Oh, hello. What's this? Hello. What's this over here? What did I find? Where am I? What is this? Why am I here? Okay, so if you come across a sparkly golden thing, it takes you into a bonus zone where you get gifted a lot of hearts. You just have to make sure that you can find the said sparkly bits. You could also stumble across an area where it's just going to give you a little challenge. It could be pick the correct box, or it could be chase the box as it continues to get away from you. So, you can say what you want about the game and its controls, but there is plenty of variety in this game. Gobbo this, Gobbo that, Gobbo, 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 Gobbo. If I keep saying Gobbo, I'm going to turn into a turkey. So yes, make sure that you look behind every little nook and cranny, because it could be hiding keys or the golden sparkly things. Right, whatever, let's just get into the bonus zone, I don't care. Okay. I can't jump that far to the other side! I'm hitting... Look, there's too many sheep! You're mocking me now! How am I meant to... Stop! 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 Stop it! I got a heart out of that. Okay, but did I collect all the Gobbos? No, I didn't get all the Gobbos. There's still one missing out there. Is it because I didn't do that well? Is it because if I did better at that, I would be gifted a Gobbo? But because I didn't, it gave me a heart instead? I don't know. The game hasn't told me. We're at our first boss level. And each boss level starts off with a little cutscene with Baron Dante turning an innocent creature into the boss that you're about to fight. But before you can even think about going to fight the boss, you're going to have to go through a bit of a normal level first before reaching him. Or her. I mean, it could be a her as well. I don't know. It's a blinking feeble. What's a feeble? I don't know. Alright, here we are. Our first boss fight. And the boss fight goes as followed. This feeble chases you around for a bit. I don't know what he's going to do. He's either going to punch you or he's going to peck you with how long of a beak that thing has. And then he's just going to gas himself out. Give some huffs and puffs. And then you just smack him in the back with your tail. And that's it. Or, you know, you could just, like, hit him so hard that all animation and breathing just stops. I mean, okay, so we've seen plenty of, like, the first island and all that. But what about the second, and the third, and the fourth? Well, I just happen to have the internet at my disposal, and I know the cheats. So, let's get cheating. Wow! That opening of that soundtrack, if that did not scream Christmas bells, I don't know what does. And therefore, quite fitting since we're in the month of December. It's Christmas month, ladies and gentlemen, and I'm gonna be enjoying it to my fullest. By apparently walking off to my death. So, once again, the presentation of this game is just knocking it out of the park. I mean, the snowy islands, it's bright, it's white, we've got a dingy looking cave, but the soundtrack always fits with the theme of the island. I mean, listen to it right now. We're in a dark and dingy cave, but we're still in the snow world, so everything still sounds like jingle bells and snow fun. Oh no. Yeah, the platforming does get challenging as it continues on. No! The controls aren't good. I'm sorry, Croc. You've got great look. The whole game looks lovely. The soundtrack is great, but your controls are goddamn annoying. How am I meant to complete the game when your controls are like this? How? How can this game annoy me so much with its gameplay and controls and then just give me a 180 with the music? What? Whoa! The ice almost killed me! If I didn't go back then, the ice would have killed me! What? Why? Just send me off into the next area, and if I didn't move, I'd be friggin' dead! I'm losing my mind now. I'm losing my goddamn mind here. It's driving me mad. This game is actually going to drive me mad with its gameplay. The gameplay is just getting more and more difficult, and the goddamn controls are getting more and more. You have your normal island, you've got your snow island, you have your desert island, and then you have Baron Dante's castle. So that's a total of 24 levels, 8 boss fights, and 8 secret levels. You remember, I told you we'd come back to them in a second. So let's see what those secret levels are. If you've collected all the Gobbos leading up to a boss fight, you unlock a special level where you have to make sure that you are the master of your platforming craft so that you can get to the very end of the level and collect a jigsaw piece. Once you've collected a jigsaw piece from all of the special levels that get unlocked, you unlock a secret 5th island called Crystal Island. On Crystal Island, you have 4 levels and 1 boss fight, and each level is themed off of one of the islands. So there you have it, ladies and gentlemen. Croc, Legend of the Gobbos. Is it a classic on the PlayStation 1? Yes, it is. Is it a great game? No, it's not a great game. The controls with it make it difficult to progress in the game. There's a difference between the game being difficult and the game being difficult because of the controls. Would I recommend Croc? Yes. Yes, I would recommend Croc if you're just looking for a platformer that you have never played before. And it's still a classic. It's not like it was just a lone game. It spawned off a sequel and other sequels that have been on handhelds as well. I mean, it can't be that bad after all that, can it? Yeah, it might not be perfect, but I mean, it's still worth a play, right? There's nothing in it that makes it so unbearably painful that you just want to break the disc, right? I take everything back I said. This is the worst game that has ever been created. 0 out of 10 would break this game. Would break this game.